It's a little stretch. Make sure I'm ready.
Pre-pod stretching.
Yep, that pre-pod stretch.
PPS.
Yep, that sounds crazy.
You got PPS. It sounds like a disease.
Yeah,
I got PPS.
yeah, some type of deal, prostate syndrome or some shit.
Welcome to Beards and Buckets.
We're actually recording it. Welcome.
Welcome. You think I'm not gonna edit that out? You're wrong.
Yeah. I hope we do. Yeah. All right. Welcome to B&B.
My name is Teebs.
I'm Mike,
and we're back again. And it's been a couple weeks since the first episode where we recapped the first week of the season, and a lot has changed. And so today we got there's some trouble in Memphis with Morant. We're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Nico Harrison, long overdue, got canned finally. So we're going to be discussing that a little bit. And then I had something else here on my note that I was going to throw in. Oh, is De'Aaron Fox came back and is playing for San Antonio once again, trying to make that team better than it already has been.
Yep. They bring one guard in and the other one gets hurt.
And then the main thing for today's episode is we're going to play a game of Contender or Pretender, where we break down the top 6 teams in each conference and essentially say why we think they're a contender or a pretender. Because there's definitely some contenders and there's some pretenders right now who have just gotten lucky to start. So, yeah. All right. So we'll start off. I think we go with Nico first because I think that literally just happened today. So
it should have happened the day he made that trade, man. Just how do you do that and then think that it's gonna go well?
Right.
Even if they were healthy and they started the season well, I still think he didn't have the team's best interest in mind. But then there was the reports that came out where it's the Mavericks owner was talking to a fan and took accountability for that trade and was it was a mistake. And then it's okay. So if that's true and the owners had a lot of input in that move, why are you firing Nico? Mm-hmm. But if it is Nico and it was his choice,
it was his fucking choice.
Yeah, it warrants being fired.
Well, I'm going to go back to what he said after he made the trade. We are built to win now and in the future. Yeah. This is right after he went to the finals. His team went to the finals. Now we're built to win.
Unless the guy had a crystal ball and knew they were getting Cooper Flagg, there's no argument for built for the future.
Even
with Kyrie and AD at your two.
I know this is relying on injuries, obviously, but they're 3-8 to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not looking so good for Nico Harrison's decisions as of late.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of stuff going around. Look how big Anthony Davis is.
I saw a meme today. It was what the fuck did it say? It was that barbecue must be good in Dallas.
Yeah.
Got a fucking beer belly going on. Damn, AD.
One of the pictures, though, I swear they're dragging it. There was one picture where it's AD's looking so big, and it's bro, you can just tell that he's wearing a loose-fitting shirt. It's come on, quit playing. But yeah, no, it's a disaster in Dallas right now, and firing Nico, not a bad idea. You just gotta, whoever takes the role of Nico and comes in as the next GM, they gotta know they're gonna have this huge amount of pressure on them to dig themselves out of this hole.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see which direction they go and who they hire.
Uh-huh.
And you never really know. I mean, I think they're well coached, in my opinion. I don't think Jason Kidd is the problem at all on the team. No, I like Jason Kidd. So I don't know. Do they hire someone within the organization or something like that? Or maybe give somebody a promotion, or I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll see.
Yet to be seen.
Yep. All right. My boy Morant, who is probably might be my favorite active player, or one of, is in some hot water again. He got suspended for a game for conduct detrimental to the team, essentially meaning he is not really giving a fuck right now. So it's kind of it's another Jimmy Butler situation, essentially, is what's happening with him. So
conduct detrimental to the team is literally just code for
Fuck you
we
guys.
aren't getting along right now, and so we're gonna suspend you out of spite.
Yeah.
Same type of thing was happening in the WNBA with Angel Reese, where she was getting mad because the Chicago Sky sucked, and then they're like, "Oh, conduct detrimental to the team. You aren't going to play next game," because it's like, bro, no one fucking cares if the team is suspending you for conduct detrimental to the team.
And you were struggling to say
I'm struggling with the word conduct.
Yeah, right.
I start saying detrimental in my head before I say conduct, and it comes out as like conduct, and I'm like, what am I even saying? Basically, Grizzlies, if you got a problem with Ja, just trade the guy.
Yeah.
He clearly doesn't want to be there at this point.
Well, that begs the question: where do you think he could get traded to? Where it makes sense?
I'd like to see Miami. I don't know what they'd realistically be able to give to get him, but I'd like to see Miami.
There's no way you, in that situation, I don't see John Morant going to Miami without like Tyler Hero being involved or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't think of much else that the Heat would have that would interest them. Obviously, Bam, but like you got a solid guy in Jaren Jackson Jr. over there. Edie is really good.
Edie is good. I was gonna say Kaloware, but where you got Edie, you don't really need him.
Right.
I mean, there is something to be said though of, do you want to make a style change? Like, are the Heat really sold on Tyler Hero? Because there was some stuff happening last year with Tyler Hero where we thought like, is he really gonna be there for the long term? So maybe it's one of those things where both sides are like, we have this guy we aren't terribly fond of. Yeah. Let's do a little switch. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of like other teams that are in need of a point guard. The Sacramento Kings could probably use, but they apparently, I was seeing something, they might be looking to blow things up.
They fucking better, dude. I mean, I watched the Kings game the other night. First of all, I took Russell Westbrook for over 14 and a half rebounds and assists. And most games, he's gotten like at least that. And like, he'll get like 6 assists, 8 rebounds, something like that, or more. Usually more. Yeah. So the fucker finished with 1 rebound and 1 assist. Dude, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But aside from my parlay rant, but again, watching them attempt to play basketball, and they were playing against who the hell were they playing? Oh damn, no, I can't remember. They got spanked. I know that. They got fucking spanked. Now I gotta look because it was recent.
Let me see. Games. Do you remember what day?
It was within the last couple days here. Let me see.
Against the Wolves. 144 to 117.
It was against the Wolves. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me take a look at those stats again.
They just kind of feel right now like a directionless franchise. Like, they tried to compete by bringing in DeRozan and Levine, and it just didn't work. And now it's like, well, what do you do?
Yeah, well, not to break away from the John Morant thing, but like,
right.
Remember, there's just that one year the Kings finishes the 2 seed, the light the beam.
They look so good.
They look so good. They took the Warriors to 7 fucking games, dude.
And then they're like, let's trade Fox.
Things were looking up in Sacramento, and ever since then, it's just been a nosedive.
Yeah. But they, depending on how badly they want to blow things up, they're a potential landing spot for Ja in my eyes.
Yep.
Let's see who else could use. Hey, I mean, it probably won't happen, but if the Chicago Bulls want to just say, let's go back to doing what we did when we had Derrick Rose.
That requires the Chicago Bulls to make a move.
That does require them to make a move.
What scares me about the Chicago Bulls is they started off 5-0. They're 6-4 currently. Okay, I'm like, things are starting to even out a little bit. Makes a little bit of sense. But I feel like that front office is going to get it in their head like, well, we can win with what we got. We don't need much more. So the trade deadline's going to roll around. They're going to keep basically the same fucking team together and not make the moves that they need to make. Like the only, not the only problem, but like the biggest problem with the Chicago Bulls, and again, we were talking about John Morant, so I don't know how the hell we got here, but the biggest problem with the Chicago Bulls is they don't have a go-to superstar.
Yes.
Josh Giddey's been phenomenal. Josh Giddey can, in my opinion, cannot be your number one on a championship team.
Here's the thing. Can John Morant be number one on the championship team.
1,000% he can.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. There's times in the last couple of years, I did not think the Grizzlies were going to win a championship, but I was like, you know what? This is a team that could go to the conference finals, and they've looked like it. They just they haven't made it there, and I don't think they will now. Fucking, it's not going to happen. But I truly think John Morant can be that guy when he stays healthy and stays out of trouble. So,
because like, if he's one of those guys that you think can be the piece, he's still young enough that if you're the Bulls and you want to pursue that, go for it.
Yeah.
You know? Now, what do you have that the Grizzlies are going to want? I feel like they'd maybe be interested in having a Buzelis. But are you willing to give up him where he's got the upside for a Ja?
Right.
Another team that could probably use him, although I don't know what they'd be willing to get rid of to get him, is Toronto. Could use a guy like Ja. They're another team right now where it's like they have a collection of guys where like the talent on their team isn't bad, but they just feel like they don't have a set direction. There's been a lot of stuff recently with Brandon Ingram being not so happy. But yeah, so those are kind of my two in the East. And then in terms of the Western Conference, it would never happen, but him and Anthony Edwards on the same team would be insane.
It's funny. I've heard a few people say that too. Like, imagine Minnesota made a move somehow like that, and you got John Morant, Anthony Edwards on the same team. I don't even know how that would work.
They'd have to give up Dillingham.
100%.
They'd almost certainly have to give up Naz Reid.
I don't know if they're willing to give up Naz Reid.
Yeah.
He's just been with the franchise so long.
That's the thing.
And they give him a bag, dude.
Outside of those two, I mean, unless instead of Reid, you try and do a package centered around, like, Rob Dillingham, Jaden McDaniels, and, like, picks. But I don't know how you'd really make it work if you are Minnesota. But if you could, and you had... Ja, Anthony Edwards, Randall, and Gobert, it's like that's a solid team. That's a team that like could legitimately win a finals. I mean, right now you look at they've made the conference finals the past 2 years now, and then it's like,
what's the next step?
Yeah, what is the next step? So
clearly you're not, I'd hate to say this, clearly you're not built to win a championship or at least get to the championship.
Yeah.
So
you're like, they are one step away. And if they can somehow facilitate it, that's the other thing too. I don't know if the money would even work. They might, if they were going to make that deal, they might have to give up Randall. And then at that point, it's like the Grizzlies don't fucking want Julius Randle.
No, what do they want Randle for?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know how you'd make it happen, but if you could get a player like that, it would be worthwhile.
Do you think Ja Morant stays on the Grizzlies this whole season? I have a weird feeling he might. Whereas Jimmy, they made the deal because they just couldn't take it.
I feel like there's a chance he makes it through this year, but he's not making it past this year. Like, I think the latest will be the off season, and he would be traded in this off season.
Yeah, I could see that.
Honestly, I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. I feel like he is going to come back. He's going to look good. They're going to convince themselves they can make it work. Maybe through the deadline, they're doing a little bit better, but things are still a little shaky. And then in the off season, after they get booted and more likely than not the play-in, they'll just kind of be like,
Memphis is chilling at 4-7 right now. So I don't think they're going to be anything crazy. And I think in one of our recent episodes, we had said they're probably not going to win a ton of games. That was just like our prediction. So I think they were going to hover around 500, we said, or something like that. So
yeah, I forget what my prediction on the Grizzlies was because we did something.
It's going to be fun at the All-Star break going back and looking at what our predictions were.
But, not inspiring in Memphis right now. I mean, Jaren Jackson's been great, but nothing else is really exciting me over there.
I've been really wanting a Vancouver Grizzlies like throwback John Morant jersey because they have them, and I was like, I think I'm gonna hold off now.
Definitely hold off, and then
I still want one. I might get like a Mike Bibby one.
Well, the thing is though, if they trade him, you can get that like half off.
That's true.
And then it's like true. It's still a good jersey to have, even if he isn't playing for that team because he played for them.
Add it to the collection.
Yeah, for a good amount of years. It's like didn't you get the Lillard jersey after he got traded?
The day he got traded.
Yeah. And you got that for money off, and now he's on the team again. So
it's like that was a no-brainer because like Damian Lillard to me is the greatest Portland Trailblazer of all time. Yeah. Just statistically he is. And like so just because he's not on the team anymore doesn't make that like a useless jersey.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be like a legendary jersey. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a hardwood classic type thing. Like, oh, this is their greatest franchise player ever. Like it's not like I bought a fucking like I don't know Porzingis jersey or whatever and just traded them. Not something like that. Like fuck it.
Yep. Fuck me, right?
I genuinely forgot you had one. I was just using it as an example because you like them. I genuinely forgot you bought one.
I knew the second you said Porzingis, I'm like, he does not remember I have a Porzingis Celtics jersey. I got a Porzingis Knicks jersey and a Porzingis Celtics
NBA champion Kristaps Porzingis.
Damn right. So, all right,
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox
is back.
Came back, had a good game.
Couple good games now.
Yeah.
He against New Orleans, 24 points. I see 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Shot 64%. Played against Chicago. That was another win. 21 points. 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and shooting 57%. 16% from 3, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah. the 3-point shooting is the one questionable thing, as always, with Fox. Yeah. But it's like, he's going to raise their ceiling. And if Castle breaks out, if Harper gets healthy and continues to look good, they are the breakout team for me this year. I don't see any other team, like, really improving to the level that the Spurs are gonna.
I don't have reason to believe that this is not at least a championship roster. My only reason I could see them not getting there is just the lack of experience.
Yes,
it's the only thing, because it's a deep team. It is a really deep team.
I will say, Wemby's good enough to be a number 1 on a championship team right now.
100%.
In my eyes.
Yeah.
Fox, I think, can be a number 2. It's just whether or not they're going to put it together this year or if it's going to be something that takes 2-3 years. Because Castle's got the talent. I think Harper's good. I think they've got solid role players. You know, they brought in Luke Cornett for that championship experience. French Vanilla is going to go crazy in the playoffs. But so I think it is kind of a youth situation right now, but they could be a scenario a little bit like the Celtics had kind of gone through the ringer.
Yeah.
But when they made it in 22, it was like, okay, they're here. Mm-hmm. But like they weren't quite ready. So that could happen for a team like the Spurs, but they got to go through the Thunder, and chances are, if you're making it through the Thunder to get to the finals, you're winning the finals.
I'll tell you right, Nate. I think if it could definitely come down to the Thunder and Spurs, I'm still taking the Thunder in that series. Because they're the defending champs.
Yeah.
They know what to expect. But
the one thing I will say, though, is when Wemby has to play against Chet, he like turns into a Super Saiyan. Like, he takes that shit so personal with him and Chet. It's like, but that's Wemby, though. He just turns into a different beast against Chet.
Oh, mama. Wembenyama.
Oh, mama. But it feels kind of like the finals this year, unless the Cavaliers are going to turn it back up to where they were last year and actually figure it all out. It feels like the Western Conference Finals this year are the finals. It's kind of like the East is substantially weaker now than the West, it feels like.
Right.
There's a couple good teams that could come out of the East, but yeah, the West kind of has it. But contenders, pretenders.
Contenders, pretenders. So, the Detroit Pistons are 9-2.
9-2. Good time for Detroit basketball.
What I would say with the Detroit Pistons is I think they are a legitimate team, right? I think they're good. I think they're like probably going to wind up being a top like 4 seed in the East. I do not see any realistic path towards them winning a championship. I could see them like being a dark horse to make the finals, but really even that is kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
They have Cade, who I think is a bona fide star. They have Durant, who I think is good. Outside of that, they kind of lack star power. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to call them a pretender, but I do think they are a legitimately good team. They're just kind of a piece or two away from being a legitimate team I would consider to be a contender.
I would say probably a similar thing. I think they need that, not necessarily other superstar, but that like tier 2 guy right alongside Cade there that's going to bail you out when your star player has shitty games, because as great as Cade has been this year, he can have stinkers, dude. He can have really bad games, and you can't rely on Tobias Harris to pick up the slack. You know what I mean? And like Millie Beasley can give you good games. Jalen Durant can have a nice game here and there. He fucking feasted on the Celtics because we had no size. He had 20 rebounds.
Big men are going to be a problem for the Celtics this year. But
after the Pistons almost beat the Knicks last year, I mean, they were this close to going to Game 7. I mean, it was this close. I was like, I see them making another jump next year. I think this is a team that's like minimum second round, personally. Minimum second round, could maybe even be conference finals. You never know. So
right.
I think they'll make that next jump. I'm still going to say pretender. I don't think they're in contention. They're pretty close, but they're not quite there. So
yeah,
I'd probably say pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it's like they just need one more guy.
One more guy.
They really just need one more guy. It's like Giannis, right, when he was on the Bucks and they won the title.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
How many games did they win because Chris Middleton is like, I'm him tonight?
Yeah, I know, seriously.
They need another guy that when Cade, like, even if he's still playing well, they need one more guy that can come in and be like, tonight, I'm a star.
Yep.
They don't have anyone, like, at that caliber. And I mean, we were talking about Ja. I don't think you're moving Cade to the 2 or anything, but maybe it's something you look into and try and consider. Or you try and get one of those guys off the Kings where they're blowing things up, because maybe you think Zach LaVine can be that secondary scorer to Cade. I personally wouldn't go for it, but maybe that's a solution potentially. But yeah, no. Right now, they're like knocking on the door, but they're a pretender still.
Yep, I agree. New York Knicks.
New York basketball.
6-3 to start. That's good. I think I can't remember what we predicted. I think we both predicted them to be around 60 games or maybe in 60 win category. Maybe. I certainly do not think this is a pretender team. I mean, they surprised everybody last year. I shouldn't say surprised, but they got to the conference finals when everybody counted them out. So
yeah.
And then they went out, had a pretty decent offseason, got added depth to the team, got rid of Thibodeau, thank God. So now he's not running his players into the ground this year. So I think it's a well-coached team. It's a deep basketball team. And for what I've seen, Jalen Brunson's still a superstar. Karl Anthony Towns is still fantastic. OG Anunoby, I actually do a series on my main channel, which is NBA Player of the Week. I gave him Player of the Week last week because he was playing awesome last week on both sides of the ball. I watched a few Knicks games, or like some Knicks highlights and one Knicks game or whatever, but he was making big plays. So, Josh Hart, obviously, still really good. The whole team, Gershon, Dabusele, Clarkson.
It's like when you make a conference finals and then improve your roster in the off season, I can't not call you a contender. That's sort of how I see it.
Right. Absolutely.
And I don't know if you agree that they're a contender, but
they're 100% a contender. Yeah, I think so.
It's like, to me, it's like you look at the East and it's kind of like, it feels like it's going to be them or Cleveland. That's kind of where I'm at with it. But the Knicks, like, we know they're legit. Hopefully the coach situation doesn't become like an issue.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's going good so far. So we'll see.
We'll see. Now the next one is like, I don't even know what the hell to think because I was not expecting them to be in third place. Miami Heat are 7-4. I just showed you the game winner last night playing Dragons, which was fucking sick. The fact that Donovan Mitchell hits a diabolical 3 to tie the game, and then you give that shit up is crazy.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah, but these are two teams that you could very easily see playing each other in the playoffs this year. So, and if that was a small dose of what we could expect in the playoffs, I'm fine with it. So, the Heat are tough because like, how many times have people counted the Heat out and look what the fuck happened? I understand Jimmy Butler was involved, but they're very well coached. Eric Spoelstra is not a joke. He knows exactly what he's doing. That is definitely a big part of the reason why they're 7-4 to start, because Eric Spoelstra is a great coach.
I feel like they have everything you need to be a championship team minus a superstar player.
Yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
You can take most superstar players in this league. Maybe there's like one or two that you can't, but you can give them any superstar in the league.
Yep.
Plop them right in the middle of this roster, and I'd say they have a legitimate shot to win a title now. They don't have that.
It is crazy to me that I don't consider Tyler Hero a superstar. Like, he's good. He's really good at times, but I can't rely on him to stay healthy, and he can be inconsistent at times.
To me, it's like you have a bunch of number 3 options on a championship team.
Yeah.
It's like Tyler Hero, I don't look at him as being any better than a number 3 guy at best. Norm Powell, he was just the number 3 guy for the Clippers. And it's like right now he's scoring like he can be a number 1 guy, but like.
And the only reason he was not an all-star is because he was the number 3 guy.
Yeah. And so it's like he can be an all-star, but he's a number 3, maybe at best number 2. Yeah. If he continues to have this like reverse career progression where as he gets older, he somehow gets better. And then Bam is like, okay, he's been the number 2 guy on teams that have made the finals, but they didn't win. So is he really a number 2 guy or is he a number 3 guy? And it's like, so you have a bunch of 3s. You need a 2 or a 1. They would have been like, they would have been a perfect team for KD to go to had he not gone to Houston.
Yep.
But they're missing the guy, whoever it is, whether they somehow find him in the draft, whether they trade for him, whether they get a guy in free agency. They need a superstar to be a legitimate title contender. They just don't have one.
Nah. They could trade for Jimmy Butler. I mean, I could see that working. I don't know. Just gonna hunch.
Go ahead and call LeBron back.
So, the more exciting team, Cleveland Cavs, 7-4 also right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is certainly not a pretender to me. Fully healthy.
Same.
No fucking shot, dude. Like, when Donovan Mitchell is on, he's on, man.
Yeah.
He is a superstar.
He is.
You got Evan Mobley, who very easily, if Wemby decides to just cease to exist, could win a DPOY.
I'll say this about Mobley. He's a good offensive player.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Defensively, he is a superstar. He, like, the only player in the league better at defense than Evan Mobley is Wemby.
Yes.
It's like,
100%.
besides Wemby just being a literal alien outlier, Evan Mobley is him on defense.
Yes, he is.
And he's getting better on offense. But I'll let you continue with what you were saying. I just wanted to harp on Evan Mobley's defense.
Well, it's relatively the same team. They made the addition of Lonzo.
Yes.
I think it's the same team. It's essentially the same team.
Yeah, LeVar, he's better than Steph Curry.
Yes.
So.
Lonzo doesn't Steph Curry. Shout out LeVar Ball. Yeah. But good. Who did why am I blanking? Who did the Cavs lose to last year? Pacers. Yeah. So that's not gonna happen this year because the Pacers weren't even gonna be anywhere near the fucking Pacers this episode.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm looking at the top of the East right now. The Heat, the Knicks, the Pistons, the Cavs could beat any one of those teams. 100%. I could easily see the Cavs beating the finals this year. So
same.
It's a contender. It's very easy.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. Like you were saying with Donovan Mitchell, it's like when that guy is at his best, it feels like he's just completely unstoppable.
Yeah.
And he can, like, even if you don't look at Donovan Mitchell as being the number one on a championship team, or same with Mobley, I feel like their impact together, Donovan Mitchell gives you the offense of a number one option on a championship team, and then Evan Mobley is like the exact same on defense. It's like you have such a good balance with the team, and the addition of Lonzo's huge for them.
Yeah.
You know, he'll have that same impact Magic had.
But you could clearly see what Cleveland was doing, trying to create that defensive atmosphere, because they have the offensive weapons. Defense has been atrocious for them at times. So they went out, they got DeAndre Hunter last year. A lot of people consider the Tatum stopper. That's it. Exactly. I think that's a large part of the reason they went and got him, so you could guard people, and not necessarily Jason Tatum, but like Jason Tatum, because there's a lot of people like that. And then you had Lonzo. Lonzo, I think, is one of the best defensive guards in the league. So when healthy. So
it is still going to be curious to see what happens with Garland. Because like he doesn't like. He's a very good player, and he doesn't hurt the team.
Yeah. But
it's like, is he your answer alongside Donovan Mitchell, or do you think you can improve it somehow? So it'll be interesting to see that. But they do play like a well-oiled machine, and I mean, you got Jared Allen there too, just doing his thing.
fro.
Like, it feels like last year they found out who they were, and they disappointed when they ran into the Pacers. But this year, it's like they know who they are.
Yeah.
And they've got to prove to the rest of the league, like, we're here for real. They showed it last year. They have to, like, prove it wasn't a fluke this year. And I have complete confidence that they will. I expect them to be at the top of the conference, if not the Knicks.
I really don't see a scenario where the Cavs are in the conference finals this year.
Yeah.
It'd be very disappointing for them to not get there.
It would be. It would be.
The East is really wide open. We're kind of winding down to the last two teams here, but the East to me is like anyone could. Well, I shouldn't say any one of these top six. 5 of these 6 teams could win the conference. We'll get to, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah. So the Milwaukee Bucks, 7-4, 5th place right now. Giannis is still arguably the best player on planet Earth.
Yeah.
They've looked. I've watched a few Bucks games. I mean, it's Giannis. It's the 7 wins are Giannis and Ryan Rollins on occasion. I need to give Ryan Rollins his flowers because this guy's having a career year this year. He's averaging 16 and 5 assists right now. And the next closest he's had is 6 points per game in a season. So I think he's definitely going to be, if he keeps it up, candidate for most improved, I think. Okay. So he's if you get a chance to watch the Bucks, keep an eye out for Ryan Rollins. He's been pretty good for that.
Yeah.
So
I actually, to this point, have not had a chance to watch the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't think they've played the Celtics yet.
They haven't played the Celtics yet. No.
Because I was gonna say the only team this year, which like it makes sense as a Celtics fan, the only team this year that I've caught all of their games is the Celtics, and then everyone else I've sort of seen sporadically. But I don't actually think I've caught a Bucks game yet.
Yeah, Miles Turner. I mean, Miles Turner hasn't been bad for them. He actually completely tooled on the Pacers when he played them because, well, it was his first game in Indy, not as a Pacer, so I totally understand. Yeah, he was striping everything.
I think like they've got a few guys there where it's like defensively they're going to be a problem, but I don't see them making it into the playoffs and having enough scoring punch.
You don't see them making it into the playoffs?
No, the playoffs once they make it in the playoffs, I don't see them having enough of a scoring punch to be a legitimate contender.
Oh no,
I think they might be able to make it out of the first round, and then they'll probably lose in the second round.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretender for me.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I definitely. And Giannis by himself is not enough to make it a contender for me. It's very, very close because Giannis by himself can just win you a game. Can he do? How long can he keep that up in the playoffs, though?
Exactly.
Like we literally just talked about 10 minutes ago. He had Middleton in that championship run. He had Drew Holiday at times in that championship run. Like that team, he had other people to help him out. You know what I mean? So he doesn't have that here. Kyle Kuzma's not your number two. He certainly is number two, but he's not a number two. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go pretender too. It's a very, very close contender. Like I'm teetering on the fence, but I'm going to fall onto the pretender side of things. Yeah. So.
Chicago.
Yeah. You know how I said 5 of the 6 teams could win?
Yeah.
Here's the 6.
Yeah.
Here's the number 1.
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls are 6-4. They started 5-0, which it's not a 5-0 you can discredit because they beat the Knicks.
Yeah,
they had a few really good wins. I'd have to go back and look again, but to start 5-0, let me see here. They've been struggling a little bit as of recent. They lost to the Spurs last night by 4. They lost by 6 to the Cavs. So 2 losses. That kind of makes sense. They were still pretty competitive. They were down like 25 against the Sixers, and they came back. I watched that game. That game was fucking nuts, dude. That game was so fun.
Bulls Sixers.
Yeah, and then so they beat the Knicks. The Kings isn't much. They beat the Hawks by 5. Magic. They did beat the Pistons first game of the year. So I mean, like, they're a fun team to watch. Any given night, I'm sure they can upset you and they can win. But Josh Giddey cannot be your number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guy can average damn near a triple-double, but he's not a number 1. He's not a championship. I don't see Josh Giddey winning finals MVP. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't it's not going to happen.
Like, this is the only team out of the ones we've talked about that I think they could even, like, they could miss the playoffs. Like, the rest of the top 6 right now, I think are pretty much solid to make the playoffs. The Bulls are the only ones where it's like, they just might not make it at all. I could see them making it on the tail end through like the play-in or something, but they, in my eyes right now, are just complete pretenders, which makes sense because they're the 6th team on this list. They aren't like, it's not like they're top 3 right now. If they were number 1, it would have been like slapping the pretender button the whole time.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, it's not as bad pretenders because what are they pretending to be? A top 16? Like, it's like, oh, they're pretending to be 2 seeds above where I expect them to be. So, but they're not a contender.
Well, the funny thing to me is, like, on paper, their roster isn't horrible. It's not horrible. You know what I mean? Like, they have a deep team. They have a lot of fun, excited players. It's, again, Josh Giddey can't be your number 1. You know what I mean? Like, this is how it is. I will say, I'll give Buzelis his credit. He's made the jump this year so far, and he's looked really good. They've done all of this without Kobe White. He has yet to play. So, that's a whole nother conversation in itself, what to do with Kobe White. Yeah. Kobe White is another guy that cannot be your number 1 either. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Bulls progress going forward. Not a single Bulls fan out there believes they're legit. So,
Yeah.
trust me, listening to Kenny Beecham's podcast, he knows it is not legit.
Yeah.
So he's
like,
enjoying every damn minute of
exactly.
it.
It's like enjoy it while it lasts because we know it's not going to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
on to the West.
the West. Now, this is a competitive conference to talk about.
Yeah.
The Thunder are 10-1.
Golly gee, I wonder if the
Thunder
defending champs are contenders.
They are 10-1 without Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
Dude, that's absurd.
And the first 2 wins being double OT games. Like
it's the team to beat.
they are the team to beat
Like,
in the league. Like
There's not I truly don't think there is a single team in the West where I could confidently be like, you're going to beat the Thunder.
yeah, no.
Like,
There's not a single team in the league that I can
Oh, yeah.
confidently say will beat the Thunder in a series.
there's few teams where I'm like, okay, maybe I could see it. It's probably not going to happen though.
The only way I see the Thunder not making the finals is if one of Wembenyama or Nikola Jokic just has such a generational conference finals run where it's like, okay, if you're playing against the Spurs and Wemby's averaging 40 and like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Like what are you gonna do?
Right.
Like if Wembenyama's just like, I'm gonna shoot 70% this whole series and just be drilling threes because no one can block me, then you're cooked. But besides that, there's really like there's no one that can stop them unless there's like, and injuries happen, you don't wish it on anyone, you hope that they avoid it. But unless there's some sort of extraneous factor,
Yep.
the Thunder are going to the finals, if not winning. So contender.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. They kind of stink low key.
Yeah, right. The fall off is coming. Yeah, I think I'm going to go contender.
Yeah, contender.
Sounds like Canadian Tinder.
Yeah. Time to move on to those big old women in San Antonio. Shout out to Chuck.
Chuck, how did you feel when guys made it your load?
I mean, I feel like even in talking about the Thunder, I kind of made my feelings clear about the Spurs.
What we've been saying, dude, I can't sit here and say they're a pretender with the roster that they have. I said the only reason they do not either win a championship or get to a finals is lack of experience. That's the only thing. That's my only issue with them right now.
And this is my only thing, too, with, like...
Oh, and health.
And health.
That's the other thing.
But it's like... I'm trying to stay as, like... What's the right word? Objective. I'm trying to stay as objective as I can with this Spurs team. And I find myself thinking, like, are they really this good? Or am I in my head saying they are going to be this good and projecting that onto them now? And I'm struggling with that because right now their win total says they're that good. Right now, how they've performed says they're that good. They've only had 2 games with Fox, who's supposed to be their second best player.
Yes.
And it's like, I feel like it's just, yeah, they're still going to get better, but right now they just are that good. So it's like I have to call them a contender, even if it ends up being preemptive and they maybe get booted in the second round this year by a team that's a bit more experienced. Like if they ran into like the Timberwolves or the Nuggets in the second round and lost, it's like, would it shock me? No, because both those teams are great. But the West is just loaded. But the Spurs, I think, have as good a shot of any non-Thunder team of making the finals. It's like it kind of feels like the Thunder are here and the rest of the West is like a step and a half, maybe 2 steps below them, but they're all like on the same tier. And then the Thunder are just 1 step above.
Yeah.
So I'll have to say Contender for them.
Yeah, I will also say Contender. I don't know if we're going to disagree on any of these. That'd be interesting to see. But moving on to the Nuggets. I don't know where you stand with the Nuggets, but for me, see, now I'm in that same boat like it was with the Bucks, where I was like, well, Giannis can't. You can't just be Giannis to get you to a finals.
Yes,
but they have a guy called Nikola Jokic, man.
They do.
Playoff Jokic is a different breed, and when things are going, he creates for everybody on that roster. And he's still got Jamal Murray. He's got Christian Brown. He's got. I'm totally drawing a blank now.
They got Bruce Brown back.
Bruce Brown back. Yes, they do. Cam Johnson's look pretty good. So, I feel like Contender can be a stretch. I don't think they'll get to the finals. But would I be shocked if they somehow did? No, not at all. That's how I feel about the Nuggets year after year. And until they lose either, I shouldn't say either, until they lose like Jamal Murray or Jamal Murray starts to fall off, then I won't feel this. Then I'll feel differently. But
I'm sort of like, I'm going to call them a contender, but I'm like right on the edge of calling them a pretender.
I'm going to call them a contender. I'm on the edge. Yeah. I'm like just barely
because
contender.
To me, it's like last year, it would have been no question pretender. This year, yeah, Murray might be a little worse than he was last year, but you have the basic, like you have most of your championship core back. Because last year you didn't have Bruce Brown. You had lost some of the depth. I mean, you still don't have KCP, but I mean, KCP hasn't exactly been someone you want. So, but you made a good adjustment, I think, in the whole Michael Porter Jr. deal, getting rid of him, bringing in Cam Johnson. You have a very strong supporting cast. You know the Jokic and Murray duo can win you a title because they have. So it's like you've brought back this core. They're all still very good. And for that, I'm going to say contender. But it just takes one of those guys underperforming for it to not happen. So, yeah. Very, very hesitant contender for them. How are we feeling about the Lakers?
8-3 to start. Luka's looked fucking awesome so far.
Yeah, they're 8-3 without LeBron.
Without LeBron. Austin Reeves also looked great. DeAndre Ayton has been pretty good. He's exceeded my expectations a little bit. I'm still not over the one game I took him for 4 rebounds and he had none, but we'll talk about that. The guy's 7 feet fucking tall.
You're 7 feet tall, but like even let's say you're 6'6", whatever the hell you are. You cannot be a center and get 0 boards.
This is what I'm saying. It was like minus 3,000, dude. It was like I added a bunch of stuff to the parlay to just bump it up a little bit. And that was one of those things. Like, yeah, fuck it, 4 rebounds, right? It gave me like an extra $10. Like fuck it. So I just did it. It was like I fucking had a goose egg the whole game.
Yeah.
I did not think I'd be sweating out 4 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, another question for you.
Yeah.
Does LeBron coming back make this team better? Or does it make them worse? Do you think him coming back will fuck with the chemistry they've got happening? Or do you think it'll add?
I think it'll add. Just because it's LeBron. LeBron's not a negative person for chemistry, for sure. He's a vet. He's been doing this a long time. I know people hate when I say this. Arguably the GOAT. I can't admit it, but anyways, he adds to a lot of people, and I can totally understand the argument. He's the greatest player of all time. You know what I mean? Like he can't hurt your fucking team. You know what I mean? He just can't. Like, I think Luka should be like considered the number one. And if LeBron takes a bit of a step back, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, that's totally fine. Like, there can be times where LeBron gives you 30, 35, and Luka also gives you 30, 35. But if LeBron has a shit game and Luka has 40 or 50, that's fucking fine, dude. Right? Like, that can totally happen. So, LeBron coming back will definitely boost them.
That's how I feel too.
You add a guy that's been to 10 fucking finals, like half his career is NBA finals. Like,
yeah.
It's better for them, obviously. There's no way we can go the other way on that because we'll get flamed on social media.
I mean, that is how I feel.
That is exactly how
I feel like LeBron coming back will make it better. I just wanted to see devil's advocate.
Other than Skip Bayless, there is not a human on this planet that could sit here and confidently tell me LeBron James makes your team worse.
Yeah.
Like,
the only thing I could see is if it's like, oh, Luka's running the whole heliocentric thing and then LeBron comes in and throws a wrench in it. But LeBron is too experienced and too damn good to come in and make the team worse. He's gonna come in, he's gonna make them better. And they are completely unproven in terms of like this full roster together. It's like half of the roster's different, it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like you have Luka with his first full season with them. You have Marcus coming there for the first time. You have Ayton coming there for the first time.
Jake LaRavia has been really good. I
Jake
don't know if
LaRavia.
you've watched any Lakers games, but this guy has been fantastic.
I want to say I caught like their first or second game before they picked him up.
Because he's started a couple games too, and like with the injuries and everything.
Yes.
He's had some really impactful games, and the guy can score. He can rebound. He can play make a little bit of defense. Like he's the perfect player the Lakers needed.
It makes me laugh because like every now and again, like I'll read like some articles, catch up on things I haven't caught up on, and then it's like, oh, Bronny had a good game, and I look at the good game, and it's like 4 points and 2 assists.
I'm like,
oh, what a great game!
Yeah, let's go, Bronny.
like, why are we making an article about this kid when he had fucking 4 points? Like, I like Bronny. I hope he succeeds, but like 4 points is not worthy of an article. Like, stop riding this kid for clicks.
Listen, if Dad's not in the picture, do you think he gets drafted?
I think he would have gotten drafted because it seemed like there were teams that were interested in him, and he fell as far as he did because they were trying to orchestrate him going to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because before he had the whole Hart deal, he was like projected to be a lottery pick. And then that whole situation happened. He didn't look good, but I think a team would have bet on his upside.
Have you heard have you seen the like crazy memes that are like Bronny on LeBron's draft night? It's just like a sperm cell.
Crazy.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, he's the only active player to experience being drafted twice.
Proud of you, Dad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was in both of those pictures, whether or not he knew it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say for the Lakers, I do see them as contenders, but they're another team like the Nuggets where it's like I'm a bit more hesitant to call them contenders. Mm-hmm. But Luka's too damn good, LeBron's too damn good for me to say they aren't gonna contend.
Well, just like last year, we were like, there's no way we can't sit here and confidently say that a team with Luka and LeBron on it can't get to a final.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't think they would because, depth was very much an issue. They didn't have size. They didn't have center, you know what I mean? But
some of that depth now.
They have that depth now, exactly.
And it's like, I'd like for this to be a year where they can really, like, step it up. But the West just feels like such a crapshoot outside of the Thunder. It's like, who else is gonna... Like, I'm looking at the list right now. All of them are contenders to me. It's like you got 6 contenders. in your conference, there's only 8 teams that make the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
And 6 of them.
The West playoff is going to be significantly better than the East this year.
I agree.
It's I'm not even going to like want to watch. I'm going to still watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to like if the fucking Thunder and Spurs are playing and the Pistons and Knicks are playing, I'm going to watch the Thunder and Spurs.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
like I'm not going to say the Pistons and Knicks wouldn't be a great series, but like the Thunder and Spurs would be legendary.
Yeah. The pod just got to see my like paintbrush of a hair today. I was scratching my head there. No, it's crazy.
Like a gorilla, brothers.
But yeah, no, it's like, yeah, the Lakers I'm gonna have to say contender on, but they're the only team that I feel like out of these ones might disappoint, but I feel like it'll just be like for some odd reason. It won't be because they aren't talented enough to. Like, I don't even know why they wouldn't succeed. It just feels like, okay, this is the Lakers. Recently, something's always been off. Yeah, it's like something's gonna have to be off with them, but I can't, like, I don't know what that would be. So I have to call them contenders.
I will also call them contenders. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot confidently say a team with Luka and LeBron James is not a contender.
Yeah. Like, I can't just call them pretenders off a vibe.
Yeah.
So I have to call them contenders. How we feeling about the Rockets?
The Houston Rockets, you know, from what I've seen so far, a solid team. I think they lack the guard depth right now.
Fair.
Obviously, not having Fred VanVleet hurt you.
Yes.
Reed Shepherd, I haven't watched a ton of. I haven't really heard anything about Reed Shepherd. I don't even know what he's averaging. I could look, but so far this year, he has 11 points and 3 assists. It's not horrible. It's not great.
I mean, he should be your bench point guard. That's not too bad for a guy off the bench.
I'll have to watch the Rockets a little bit more because it's a very big team and they got a lot of size.
Yes.
So the spacing can't be great, I would imagine. I'll have to watch a little bit more. I think they need to improve their guard depth for sure. They need smaller guys on the team, quicker guys.
Or is they
Create for others and create their own shots.
Are they a team in your eyes if Ja does end up on the table that should be pursuing him?
If Ja Morant goes to the Rockets, if we have Ja Morant, Kevin Durant, wow, that was hard to say. I don't know why, because they rhyme. And then Alperen Sengun, Amen Thompson. Almond? Did I just say almond? What the fuck?
Freaking Almond Thompson.
Well, no, because when he first came in the league, I made a short that had to do with him, and I called him that by accident, and the fucking comments flamed me, dude. I didn't realize his name was Almond Thompson. That's like, I said it like Almond, and it's like everyone's, would you say Almond Thompson? Well, yeah. Amen Thompson, the fucking
Almond Joy.
Tari Eason, Jabari Smith, Whitmore. It's a really deep team. I need more depth at the guard position. Mm-hmm. For me to be a full believer.
Actually, Whitmore they got in Washington now.
Whitmore's in Washington now?
Yeah. But besides that, though, they're all still there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. The fact that I've watched more Washington Wizards games than I've watched, I think, Cleveland or Milwaukee. I think I've caught more Wizards games this year than Lakers games.
That's insane.
They're like they are like my guilty pleasure team. It's like they suck, but I just enjoy watching them. They're like entertaining, even though they don't win.
That's me with the Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay. So in terms of contender or pretender, I cannot say pretender. There's no fucking shot I can. Like, a team with Kevin Durant and someone who's been playing as well as Alperen Sengun, like, that's not a bad team. Yeah. Amen Thompson's making that jump. Like I said, it's a deep team. I will say they're also a contender. I don't think as of this moment they would beat the Thunder or even the Spurs personally, but Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's like they were just number 2 seed. They add a superstar in Kevin Durant. The rest of their team is going to progress. They're all young besides Kevin Durant.
Right.
And it's like, even if you only get like 2 years left out of Durant before he hangs them up, that is probably, even if you don't get it this year, it might be enough to get you one. Depending on how everyone else progresses.
I really think Kevin Durant needs this championship.
Yeah.
For his legacy, he really needs this, dude.
I mean, it's like you've got the 2, but it's like,
but everyone looks at that too, like, like everyone just automatically just thinks it's, he fucking ring chased, which, I mean, I don't blame him for going to Golden State, because like, he wanted to win a championship. That was his best chance at winning. So like, he fucking went there. But like,
it's just like,
they didn't need you, bro.
they literally,
you could have stayed at OKC. Russ was still in his fucking prime. Like,
they literally made history the year before, and then he joined them.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, obviously as a Celtics fan, when it comes to it, I'm biased because we were the other team.
So close to getting him, dude.
Dude could have had free crab legs for life.
Like, says no to that as a red flag.
Exactly. Guess he doesn't like crab. But they're too good to not look at as a contender. And it's like, I do agree with the whole guard depth thing.
Yep.
You hope that Thompson can slide into that role, but also you need shooting. And Thompson, that right now is the weakness. He's great at everything else.
Oh yeah,
but
he needs that consistent offensive game.
Yeah, he needs that jumper to start to come together. Both the Thompsons do.
Yes,
him and Asar.
Watching Asar play too, dude. Like his odds, Asar's odds to hit 130 is like, it's plus. It's plus odds. Like,
it's like they both need to figure out that aspect of their game. But I mean, I think if Amen can even get to like being a league average shooter, his game will just skyrocket. But yeah, they're a contender.
Yeah, they are a contender, I think. So our last team on the list is the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have made back-to-back conference finals. Their roster really doesn't look crazy different. It's basically the same team. I will say, the Timberwolves without Anthony Edwards, man. Like, I've caught a game or two, or like some of the highlights too, and oof, it's not good when Anteclaus isn't in the building. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that commercial, but again, it's like, I don't know if I can confidently be like, they're a pretender, but like I could also say it because they didn't really improve the roster.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could say contender because they've made the conference finals twice in a row. Okay, maybe they do that again. Maybe they somehow beat whoever is against them in the conference finals. Okay. So, like, if you get to the conference finals twice in a row, I can't sit here and be like, oh, you're a pretender, but I also can because you didn't improve your roster. So, because that's what you said about the Knicks, and I totally agree, is that you make a conference finals, you improve your roster, you're definitely a contender.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves did not do that.
Yes. I was sort of preemptive with they're all contenders when it comes to the West. I do definitely see what you're saying with you took the words out of my head.
Yeah.
Like all the other teams on this list here, but with the exception of the Thunder, and even you can still argue with the Thunder because they had a couple guys playing for them who weren't on the team last year who have looked good.
Yeah.
All those teams got better. The Wolves didn't.
Yeah.
And so it's like they were just in back-to-back conference finals, but they haven't substantially improved in any way.
It's like the Timberwolves are surrounded by teams that made adjustments and improved themselves. So now they're looking around like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Like they still can make a finals if they really, really play well Anthony Edwards would have to turn into Michael Jordan for a series.
He's literally, dude, the guy needs to average 35, 45
Yeah.
points in the playoffs for them to even have a shot. Which he's capable of. He's had those performances.
Just for the sake of having a pretender, I'm gonna have to call them pretenders.
I'm gonna also,
even though like I can easily see a world in which they go on a great run. I just don't see it happening against literally any of those 5 teams. I could maybe see them upsetting the Lakers.
Yeah.
And they've done it against the Nuggets. So I guess those 2 teams they could beat.
Like I was saying, I could see a world where they make another conference finals run.
Yeah.
Because they can beat teams. But once they get to that point, now all of a sudden, here's the Thunder. You know, right? Like, so.
Well, that was the thing, too, is they had a grueling series against Denver. And then it's like, I'm pretty sure that was the semis, right? And then
Against Denver was,
nice. So it's like you have that grueling series against Denver. And then you have to play OKC. And it's like, you barely beat Denver. you're not beating OKC if you barely beat Denver.
Right, yeah.
So it's like,
I wanted the Nuggets to go to the conference finals because I thought they had the better chance of taking out the Thunder.
Yeah.
And I thought it could have happened. So
yeah. I mean, I wanted the NBA finals to be Pacers Wolves so bad because I wanted the Pacers to win. And I thought the Thunder gave them the best chance to win.
I've said it before.
But that says something about the Timberwolves, where it's like, okay, they might be a contender, but they are the contender that I would most say any other team could beat. Right. Like, they're the worst of them. So that, yeah, pretender.
Oh, wait a minute. Now I remember. I was like trying to fact check that. The Thunder beat the Nuggets last year.
Oh, the Thunder beat the Nuggets. It was 2 years ago.
They beat. The Thunder beat the Nuggets in 7 last year because I specifically remember that was one of our disagreements where I was like, I think I took Nuggets in 7 and you took Thunder.
Oh, yes.
In 7, like 6 or 7.
Yes.
6 or 7.
Wait, so who did the Wolves beat again?
The Wolves beat the Golden State.
Oh, yes.
Prior to the conference finals.
That's right. It was the year before, though, they beat.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Denver.
Because I was like, I remember round 1 last year, or this past playoffs, was the Lakers they beat in 5 games, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of people actually had picked the Lakers over the Wolves, and that didn't happen. So,
yep.
But yeah. Well, that's contenders or pretenders.
Yeah, and then Dallas beat them. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which was crazy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I really did not think that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. You get to see my paintbrush head again. All right. Yeah. that was a crazy run by Dallas. And then to throw it all away the year after.
Shout out Nico, man.
Shout out to Nico.
Coming full circle. Yeah. Right where we started.
He's going to end up getting a job somewhere else, though.
Who the fuck's going to hire him? I'm dying to find out. I'll tell you right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, when he somehow ends up being the assistant GM for the Lakers, I'm just going to laugh my ass off.
It'll just be the meme of the year for the NBA.
Dude, like they literally would have like a double agent as their... Crazy. Yep. So crazy.
Well, that's contenders or pretenders.
Yeah, Mary Sprite missed all into all a good Sprite.
Brightness, motherfucker. Ain't been... It's not a turkey day yet.
Hey, Antetokounmpo is out early this year.
I need the what's it called? There's an NBA name for it. The like jingle hoops or whatever, right? The commercial.
I've seen the commercial you're talking about. I don't know what the name for it is though.
It's like jingle hoops or something.
Yeah.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That commercial they had last year with all the like action figures of them was so sick. I'm curious to see what they do this year for that.
I remember like the vintage one when we were like teenagers, whatever. It was like Harden, Curry.
D Rose was in it too.
D Rose was in it. Yeah, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, let us know who you think is a contender and who's a pretender. Let us know why you think the Chicago Bulls are a fat pretender.
And if you think they're a contender, I'd love to hear why.
I'd love to know.
I would love to hear why.
Make sure you subscribe to us here on the Tube of You. That's a new name for that.
Hey, and you can follow on IG. You can follow on TikTok.
Make sure you give us a follow on Spotify as well. If you're ever in the car and you need some smooth basketball to listen to.
Yeah, if you ever want to listen to me talk about Jared Sullinger,
you can have a whole fucking podcast about Jared Sullinger. Yeah. And if in any way, shape, or form he doesn't see that podcast, that'd be amazing. Like, there's no way he would
yeah.
If anyone out there can get us in contact with Jared Sullinger, please let us know.
Yeah, Jared, if you hear this, man,
he's gonna
love to have you.
He's gonna expect to pull up to this fucking $1 million studio, and it's like, here's my bedroom. Yeah. That sounds crazy.
That's actually crazy. That's actually so crazy. Yeah, we might actually have to rent a studio if we get
Jared Sullinger.
Yeah,
do a conference room at least.
Yeah,
something.
Get some type of conference room.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Well, until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Peace.